Good afternoon, my babies. It's Auntie Trice here with another video. I know I'm supposed to be doing it in the morning times, but y'all got to understand Auntie works 6 days a week. So Tuesday is the only day I could get all this stuff done. Deep cleaning, all of that stuff done. Grocery shopping, my classes that I got to take. All that is done on Tuesday. That's the only day off I have during the week. Okay, so it's still pretty outside. It's almost 6 o'clock. The sun don't go down early like that no more. We got more daylight now, so it's still nice side, and I'm finna go ahead and drop this video for y'all. We finna have our little talk like we normally do, so no harm, no foul, right? Okay, now, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and follow Auntie on TikTok at pretty_hustler. That's HUZZLER. Go ahead and follow Auntie on Instagram at LatriceBrown53. Follow me on Twitter at Auntie Be Knowing. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel today, this YouTube channel today, Auntie Be Knowing. It costs $0 to support Auntie. So why don't you do it? Do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, did that last like 10, 15 seconds? Because, you know, I ain't got that energy like that. I ain't a spring chicken. I'm a classy hen. I ain't a spring chicken. I'm a classy hen now. So, y'all just do that. It ain't like Auntie asking y'all for money now. I told y'all this several times. Now, I ain't with that panhandling. Now, if you want to bless Auntie, go ahead and bless. Don't even stress. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Auntie already got her trees rolled. I was doing that while I was talking to y'all. I was rolling up while I was talking. Hey, I say I got to roll up and talk to y'all at the same time. I was doing rolling up while I was talking to y'all. And I got my handy dandy notebook right here, and we finna go ahead and jump into the tea for today. The tea for today is Suge Knight may be coming home earlier than expected, according to a source close to him named D-Dog. Okay. D-Dog called into Bomb First podcast to warn Suge Knight's enemies about his soon arrival. He said a judge has knocked 15 years off of Suge's sentence, so he should be coming home within the next 5 to 10. Okay? Woo. Suge Knight, whose real name is Marion Knight, he was sentenced in 2018 to 28 years in prison for the fatal hit and run of Terry Carter on the set of the movie Straight Outta Compton in 2015. So he was sentenced to 28 years for that. Plus, I think he had some various other stuff going on with him, and they did like a big old clump, and they sentenced him to damn near 30, 40 years in prison. I know that. They sentenced him over 30 years in prison. Well, according to D-Dog, that judge done knocked at least 15 years down. And Suge Knight has been in jail ever since. Well, been in prison ever since 2018. That's 5 years ago to this day. So he's already served 5 years. And so let's do the math. Let's do the math. He was sentenced to about 30 years. He already did 5. So that's 25 to go. The judge done knocked 15 off of the 25. So that's 10 years. He only finna be sitting up for another 10 years. And if y'all have not noticed, they are passing laws daily to prisoners for the justice system, for prisoners to get their time cut in half. So what's half of 15? What's half of 15? Child, I got to get a calculator and tell you what's half of 15. Let's just say he finna be getting out in about 5, 7 years. He is. He finna be getting out in about 5 years. Do the math now. You see, I'm telling the truth. Do the math. Do the math now. Do the math. 7 plus 7 is what? 14. So 7.5 plus 7.5 is 15. 7.5 is 7.5 years. So yeah, he only finna be spending another 7.5 years behind bars, and he finna get out. The most he gonna do is probably a good 7, and then he gonna get out. So if you add the 5 on top of the 5 that he's already done, he's gonna do a total of 10 years. But if you add 2 more years to it, which is 7, it's gonna be 12 years. He only spent 12 years of a 30-year sentence. Literally. And D-Dog on the podcast talking about all the people who diss Suge and everybody who tried to lead the people that diss Suge when he went to jail and all that stuff and left him for dead and everything while he was in jail. D-Dog say Suge Knight is coming out and he's going to expose everybody who he helped, everybody who y'all thinking y'all safe with Suge doing that shit for y'all back in the day. Nobody's safe. He finna come out and expose it. So if you do the math, like I told you, he's going to be out with between 5 and 7.5 years. He's going to be out. Suge Knight is 57 years old now. So if you add 5 to 7 years to him, he's going to be getting out around 62, 64 years old. That's how old he going to be when he get out. Sit your old ass down and just be a productive senior citizen. You too old. You done lived your life, Suge. Marrying. You done lived your life marrying. Now go ahead and bow out, and when you get out, just live your life in peace. Cause you gonna be in your 60s. Ain't you a granddaddy at this point? Sit your old ass down, Papa. Go play with your grandkids. What's wrong with you? Like, it be real hard for me, especially when they have caused a lot of ruckus in their younger days. It'd be so hard for them to sit down and just enjoy life and let young people be young because they too busy trying to live that life. Baby, don't nobody want to come back of Suge Knight and Death Row Records. Don't nobody want to come back of that shit. Quiet as it's kept, Snoop Dogg already running that shit. So unless you trying to take it from Snoop, which you ain't got Snoop Dogg money, I don't want to hear about it. Sit down. I'm for real. You ain't got no business being 62, 64 years old, worried about who don't like me and who my enemies and who ain't do shit for me. If you ain't learned that it's better to do things sometimes by yourself and be by yourself, like if you ain't learned that prison show you who people really is and you just let people go on about their life, if you ain't learned that at your big old 57-year-old age, baby, you ain't gonna never learn it. You gonna stay childish and your ass gonna get locked the fuck back up. Keep playing. Keep playing now. Stay out of that shit. Go on, do some clothes or something. Shit. But let's move on. A stay-at-home mother was declared guilty of lacing her husband's favorite snack with sleeping pills, resulting in his death. Okay? And this news is coming from the land down under. And if you don't know what a land down under is, that's Australia, mate. Land of kangaroo bop. Land of kangaroo bop. Australia, mate. Yes. So let's talk about the incident. The incident happened back in 2020. Rebecca Payne and Noel Payne, they were married, and they weren't in the happiest of marriages. Noel's daughter was not a fan of Rebecca, and the neighbors also said that Noel and Rebecca were always in a tussle. They want to fight, they want to tussle. They was on some Christian and Blueface type shit. They was always in a domestic dispute. Well, according to reports that day when she laced the sleeping pills in her husband's lemon cookies, they had been fighting Uncle E called me and I done lost some sunlight. I'm gonna have to turn on this light if he called me again. And these children hooping and hollering out here. God dang. But we gonna carry on. But she they were fighting. They had been fighting that day. And um she was just tired of it. She was tired, y'all. And she just wanted him to go to sleep. That was it. She wasn't trying to kill him. But she put too much, crushed up probably too much and put it in there too much. And she killed him. She killed him. He didn't wake up. And when he didn't wake up and she tried to wake him up and get him up, he didn't wake up. Instead of her calling the law, she put this man in the deep freezer. And then after a few days in a deep freezer, she pulled the deep freezer out and put it in the neighbor yard. I told y'all, but let's get back to the story. Continue the story. Um, she wrapped him up in a blanket, put him in the deep freezer, left him in the deep freezer for a couple of days, and then put him in her neighbor, put the deep freezer, literally drug the deep freezer out in the neighbor backyard. The neighbor lifted up the deep freezer, seeing what was in it, and seeing that it was her husband and everything, and called the law. And that's how she got found out. That's how she got found out. She literally tried to discard of the body by putting it in her neighbor's yard. I don't know what she was thinking about, but I'm pretty sure she's going to get charged with murder for that of her husband, who she just was tired of, y'all, and she just wanted him to just go to sleep. She was just so tired of him. But that's still not right. What you doing lacing people's shit up with stuff? What y'all, like, if marriage is that bad, like if it's causing that much of a turmoil, I don't care how long you've been in it, it's time to go. If it's causing you that much grief and turmoil to the point where you feel like you have to lace his shit with sleeping pills just to get some peace, it's time to go. Cause now look, you done killed him. And I know you weren't trying to intentionally kill him, but that shit was still wrong, putting stuff in his man's food. Yes, ma'am. You going down and you going down for a little bit too. You ain't get that for a while, probably. Moving on. Let's talk about rapper Flo Rida and his 6-year-old son, who is severely injured from falling from a fifth floor New Jersey apartment. He fell from the fifth floor. 6 years old. The mother, and it's dark just like that. He will call all day. But the mother, Alexis Adams, says she repeatedly made requests to have window guards installed into her apartment because she does have a special needs child. Her cries went unanswered, so she is now suing the apartment building, as she should. Uh, with me looking at this, prayers to the baby's speedy recovery. I hope everything goes well. But the comments up underneath this story was trash. And the reason why I want to talk about this just a little bit is because, yes, I understand that the kid was special needs and she's living on the fifth floor. So that's why she requested to have the bar guards, the bars on her window so her baby wouldn't be able to fall through the window. It's hard raising a child with special needs. It's very hard raising a child with special needs. This could have happened in a mere matter of 20 seconds. The child falling out the window, she could have took her eyes off of him for a mere 20 seconds to a minute. And this could have happened. Y'all can't blame that woman for not watching her baby. So what happened? Why you weren't watching the baby? Stuff like this happens. Y'all who got children, y'all love doing that. Like y'all ain't never took y'all eye off of y'all kid for about 10 to 15 seconds and they little badasses then got into something. Stop blaming her. It's already hard enough. Her child could have died falling from 5 floors down onto fucking concrete. He could have died. So prayers to the young man, speedy recovery to the young man. What I also found was trash. I read up underneath the comments that Flo, I read that Flo Rida don't even claim this child because the child has special needs, and that is trash as fuck. That's trash as fuck. That's still your baby at the end of the day, whether this baby has special needs, birth defects, whatever. It came from your loins, sir. This child came from your loins. This is still your baby. That is very trash. And you know what? That is something to kind of talk about. Some men and some women are like that too. They don't want to deal with more than the average normal child. They'll give that. They used to do that all the time back in the old days. They'll give a special defects child up quick and raise the normal children. But they get a special defects child up quick to their grandmama or auntie, leave them off somewhere. So this isn't unheard of. It's just trash as fuck that he's like that. He's garbage. I don't like people like that. That's crazy. Try to keep up appearances and try to look a certain way. That's all that is. I don't like that. But prayers to the young man and prayers to Alexis. I know she's dealing with a lot, especially from outsiders. I know she's dealing with a lot. I just pray that she's focusing on the recovery of her baby at this time, and all that trash ass shit that y'all saying, she's ignoring it. Because y'all will drive a person to commit suicide. I swear, it's just your mouth. And you don't care. You don't care. It's like, how is that her fault? That her baby. Anyway, let's move on to Orlando, Florida. A 29-year-old woman by the name of, I'm finna mess this up so bad. So I'd rather call her by her last name because I'm finna mess this up real bad. Her name is Turegawa Anaru. Okay, Turegawa. Oh my God, I don't know how you say this girl name. It's spelled Tureygua. I swear. And Anaru. Inaru. So I'm just going to call this girl Anaru. But she 29 years old. She used to work for Disney, right? She in jail now because she reportedly attempted to hire she attempted to hire people to kill her co-workers. Anaru is in jail right now because she attempted to have somebody kill her co-workers, and then she was threatening her co-workers to kill them. So they arrested her for that. Then she gets in jail now. She gets into jail and she tries to hire her fellow inmates to kill her parents, her family members. And she let me tell you why she said that she wants to murder her grandparents and her parents for her inheritance of $2 million, okay? And she said she's giving $500,000 per death. $500,000 per body, because she want that $2 million. So pretty much she want her parents dead and her grandparents dead. That's $150,000 right there that she's willing to give you out of $2 million that she's getting out of her inheritance. And let me tell you how I got $150,000 out of it, because she's paying $50,000 per body. Her grandmother is the only one that's alive. Her granddaddy isn't alive anymore. And it's her parents. And both of them are alive. So 50 plus 50 is 100,000. Plus another 50, that's $150,000 that she's trying to give out of $2 million. If y'all don't know the math, do the math. Okay. So let me tell you what Anaru fucked up at. First and foremost, you are already in jail for threatening to kill people as it is, and now you're in the jail. You're in the jail trying to hire inmates to kill your parents and your grandma. You don't see an issue with that? You didn't think this was going to come back to bite you in the ass? Like, she has a mental problem. She has to. She got a serious mental problem. Girl, you already in jail, and now you in jail doing what? So yeah, her female inmates told on her that this little bitch over here is crazy, and she talking about trying to kill her people when she get out, and trying to get, because she did say if she couldn't find nobody to kill them, she was gonna do it. So they told on her ass. They told on her ass, and when they told on her, an undercover police officer came in and was talking with her and got the dirt on her too. So she has now been charged with 3 counts of soliciting to premeditated murder and 1 count of cyber stalking for allegedly sending death threats to Peter Francis Donnelly. And Peter Francis Donnelly is Peter Francis Donnelly was the prosecuting attorney on her case. And it's reported that she also stalked this man from jail. She stalked him from the keyboard from jail, and she was sending him death threats through email, she was making fake pages and stuff and sending it to him, sending him death threats and all that stuff. When they asked why she want her grandparents and her parents dead, she specifically said, oh, she want her parents dead because they sexually molested her when she was younger. And her parents have denied any of this. They was like, what? We don't know what the hell is wrong with Anaru. We raised this girl right. Her sisters and everything is fine, because she said it was to her and her siblings. They were molested. She said her and her siblings were molested, and they don't know what she talking about. They don't even remember none of this actually happening. So yes, Inaru, you need mental help. Something is really wrong with you. And you don't need to get out for a while until we figure out what's going on up in that noggin. Put you on the proper medication that you're supposed to be on. Baby, take your meds. You'll be all right. Because, baby, ain't no way in hell. How you in jail? Conspiring to kill someone in jail. Premeditated. Trying to kill somebody in jail, girl. Are you all right? No, you ain't all right. You need a whole mental evaluation. For real. Well, that's all Auntie got for y'all today. I'm so glad that you stopped by to chill with me, and I'm so sorry about all these interruptions. Y'all know how Uncle E is. But I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe out there, because people real life crazy. People is real life crazy, baby. Stay prayed up. Until next time. This is why I do videos in the morning time anyway, because don't nobody be bothering me, especially Uncle E. Uncle E don't get up until after 11 o'clock in the morning anyway. That's going to change when he get out, because I can't stand to be asleep when I got stuff to do. It's too much to be doing in a day for you to be sleeping all day. So that's finna change when he get home. But till then, y'all, I love y'all. I got another video for y'all in the morning. I love you. Follow me now and do what I just told you to do, because I don't repeat that shit. It's too much being said. Until next time. Bye, my babies.